Hey, Scott here, GottaGrow.com. Thanks for checking out this video. All of a sudden, I'm working out here in my garden, right? And, well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to protect these beets right here. These beets, if you've seen my earlier videos, you know that some of these beets actually survived this pretty thick frost that I had back in March. But these things are doing pretty good. And then I started another round of beets, and I did them in-house, you know, under my grow lights and kind of got things going. And then I transplanted them. And they don't usually like to be transplanted, but I'm telling you, I put them in little seed pods. And I was very, very careful. And I transplanted these babies. And I want you to see these a little up close. Now, you're going to notice that you're looking through some netting. You see, I have a lot of deer in my area. And I've learned that deer absolutely love my beet greens. The problem is I love them more, so there's no way I'm going to let these deer get to it. So I decided to go ahead and put this netting up. I already put the thing up, and then I realized, hey, maybe I ought to like tell you guys about how to do this, you know what I mean? So you're going to see that I've got this 1-inch PVC piping. Let me kind of bring you all the way down here and show you what I've done. I've taken, see this right here? These are just little fiberglass rods, and I took and I cut them in half, and I just sort of tap about, you know, I tap them halfway into the ground, I should say, and then I just pop on that PVC piping. You don't need any kind of special tool or anything like that, and then you kind of bend it over, you do the same thing on the other side. And then I took this deer netting, it's pretty good quality deer netting, and I just sort of looped it over, and I did it in 2 pieces, okay? So you can see, like right here, this is one half, it goes all the way across, and then I got the other half going the other way. Then I take some twine, just to kind of close it off. And this is what it looks like. Absolutely 100% protected. I got me some nice rocks down here to hold the netting down. The sides work pretty good just because of the way that everything is here. Look at the sides. I got it down on my bark mulch going around my beds. I'm in pretty good shape. So there it is. And you know what's interesting about, you know, me protecting my beet greens because I love them more than the deer do, and so I'm going to protect them with absolutely everything that I have. What's interesting about that is when I was a kid, actually even well into my adult years, I mean, I'd be lucky to choke a beet down, never mind thinking about beet greens. Can you imagine eating beet greens? But I'm telling you, getting out in the soil, it goes all the way back to like 1987 when I first, you know, the first house that we bought. We had just this little piece of land, and I had a neighbor that had some pretty good stuff growing in her yard, and I remember peeking over the fence and going, wow, I mean, just some good quality stuff. And I thought, well, maybe I can work the soil, you know? And I remember getting out there and doing that and working that soil, and just over the years, whatever it was that I put in the soil, I thought, well, I got to at least try it, right? You never know. Maybe it's pretty good. And I'm telling you, here I am today thinking, beet greens. I mean, I got to get all the beet greens that I can get. Boy, beet greens are good for you. And then we come up over here to this other bed, and I've got these green beans that are going. I just put these green beans in maybe about 8 or 9 days ago. And look at these babies, they're already coming up. But I already noticed I was a little too late. If you come in and you look really close on some of these, you can tell that something got in there. I don't know, a chipmunk, a squirrel, I don't know, something got in there. Maybe, well, I doubt a deer because it would have eaten a whole lot more stuff. But you can tell, like, you know, all of a sudden the head, see that right there? Man, it's like pieces of it are gone. So I got to get this net in place. And so that's exactly what I did. I did the exact same thing like I showed you on the other video. I should say, like I showed you earlier on this video. But let me pull this thing up. I want to show you the easy part of the harvesting on this will be, I just move that rock and I can just slide this thing up. I just want you to see all this. Look at this. There's that rod again. See, I just pound in that rod, and then I put this PVC piping over it. Slides right over it. I'm telling you, it's the easiest, cheapest way to do this. It doesn't look perfect, but I got to tell you, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for good quality, nutritious food that I can eat. And this bed right here, you look at the size of this bed. This is a 4x8 bed with green beans. This will produce enough green beans for me to eat, for me and my wife to eat the entire year once I can them. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. It means a lot to me. If you like this video, if this video is helpful in any way, just give me a like on the button here below the video. It would mean a lot to me. Appreciate you. Peace out.